All right, this should be a fun little video. This is just kind of a random thing. I might not even post it just because it's kind of silly and just a little bit more for myself than for anybody else. But I was just at the local Target and just picking up some groceries, and I noticed a couple of things. One I might do a taste test of in the future. It was something in the frozen food section. It was a frozen burrito called the Kyoto burrito, which is hilarious for me because I spent time in Japan, and let me tell you, there's no such thing as a Kyoto burrito. Most people in Japan don't even know what a burrito is, let alone have eaten one. So maybe one day I'll buy it. According to it, it has edamame, azuki beans, spinach, ginger, and bok choy. Bok choy is more Chinese than Japanese, but whatever. But when I went to go pick up my usual powdered Gatorade, I went by the little individual bottles and I came across a flavor I'd seen in my local 7-Eleven, uh, but I just didn't really when I was buying Gatorade at that point. I just thought I'm gonna go with something that I know I'm gonna like flavor wise, and I'm not gonna pay like $2 or whatever it was to just to try this crazy flavor of Gatorade. But I saw it at the Target and it was only $1, so I figured, what the hell. So what I have here is, let me try to get it. Ah, there we go. Oh, shoot. The glare is pretty bad. But it says lime cucumber, and underneath it's in Spanish. So, in fact, yeah, I know the glare is bad, but yeah, you've got some other Spanish, nuestro sabor. I'm not sure what that means in Spanish, I'm assuming. I live over in Colorado, and since I moved over here, I've noticed there's some different stuff in the grocery stores. I think targeted to the Hispanic population. A lot of Hispanic people in Colorado. I think the majority from Mexico, but I don't want to stereotype. A lot of them could be from like Central America and all that. So I'm not stereotyping there. Um, I'm actually from Florida, where we also have a large Hispanic population, but it's mostly Cuban there, so you kind of get a different variety of foods in Florida. If you ever visit Tampa, um, check out Cuban food. You can get some of the most awesome Cuban food in Tampa, and it's dirt cheap. So check that out. So anyway, just for fun, because when I saw lime cucumber, I was just like, that sounds like the worst possible. I mean, no, there are worst possible flavors, but I just thought that doesn't sound tasty at all. All right. Um, Other people who do these taste test videos read out the ingredients. We all know what's in Gatorade. We know there's no fruit juice in it. Water, sugar, dextrose, citric acid, natural and artificial flavor, salt, sodium citrate, etc., etc. And then there's the ingredients also in Spanish, which you don't see on many Gatorade bottles. But anyway, let's take the plunge and see if this stuff is as bad as it sounds. So, cheers. Well, I can definitely taste the cucumber. Um, it's definitely not as sweet as other Gatorades. Um, Tastes like lime and cucumber, but with my Gatorade, I'll take one more sip just to. Getting a little bit more of the lime that time around, but the cucumber is a bit more of an aftertaste. But it definitely tastes like cucumber. There's no doubt. Um, it could be worse, but it's definitely not something I'm ever gonna try again. In fact, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna drink the rest of this. This is just it's not the nastiest thing I've ever drunk. If you've ever visited the Coca-Cola Museum in Atlanta, where you get to the end and you can try all the various flavors of soda they sell throughout the world, there's a heck of a lot worse to taste test over there than this stuff. But yeah, that's not good. But maybe there's a market for it. So it's just not to my liking, but other people like it, I guess, if you're interested in a cucumber flavored uh, sports drink. Anyway, just kind of for fun there.